Alkynes are organic molecules made of the functional group of carbon-carbon triple bonds. They are written in the empirical formula of CnH2n-2. They are unsaturated hydrocarbons. Like alkanes have the suffix ene, alkynes use the ending yne. This suffix is used when there is only one alkane in the molecule. The adjective aromatic is used by organic chemists in rather different way than is normally applied. It has its origin in the observation that certain natural substances, such as cinnamon bark, wintergreen leaves, vanilla beans, and anise seeds, contain fragrant compounds having common but unexpected properties. Cinnamon bark, for example, yields a pleasant-smelling compound formula C9HOH8O, named cinnamaldehyde.
So now we know what hydrocarbon means. We know that it's a compound that contains only carbon and hydrogen atoms. But what hydrocarbon derivative means? So in this video we'll explain you what this means.
So hydrocarbons and hydrocarbon derivatives. Mentioned this earlier, a hydrocarbon is a compound that contains only carbon and hydrogen. Carbon and hydrogen. So what if it's carbon, hydrogen, and something else? Then we call it a hydrocarbon derivative. So it's a hydrocarbon maybe with something else added. These are typically elements like sulfur, oxygen, chlorine, bromine, nitrogen. The other non-metal elements close to carbon over there in the periodic table.
Well, here we have a table that has some hydrocarbon derivatives with their functional group and their formulas. All the hydrocarbon derivatives have a certain prefix or suffix that indicates to what functional group they belong. In this table, the prefix and suffix are highlighted. As you can see many of them belong to different functional groups, and by that they have different prefix and suffix. In conclusion, I think that we learned many things. First, now we know how to distinguish between different types of hydrocarbon derivatives. We know what is the UPAC and its functions, how to make different types of formula, and many other things that are very important in chemistry, and we will help you to extend your knowledge in this topic.
In conclusion, naming hydrocarbons it's a little bit tricky for me because sometimes I get confused between alkanes, and all of them, and sometimes I get like really confused and all. But it's really easy at the end if you get a hang to it, and if you still like practice, then you can dominate this topic.
My personal reflection about this topic about the hydrocarbons is that at first it can be a very confusing topic. It is tough to understand every single concept and definition of it. I know it's kind of confusing understanding how to draw them and name them, but once like someone explains it to you and you start to reading a lot and seeing videos about it, it's pretty easy. It's simple. It's like whoa, how I didn't understand them, and I really started thinking about it, and I think it's a very simple topic once you understand them and be able of knowing how they work. And I think it's a pretty simple and complex topic at the same time because it is a lot to process. It's a lot of information that maybe it's like kind of simple or easy, but if you like see it everything in one single day, you will be like, whoa, stop a little bit. It's a lot of information to process. So we have to advance little by little so you can be able to understand every single part of it. It's for me it is a pretty interesting and funny topic because I really enjoy drawing the structures of an alkane or kene or alkyl. It's pretty like fun finding out the name of a new structure, and it's a little bit confusing that the longest chains can be in every single way, because it can be like in a stair or in a horizontal line or straight. It depends on how they are worked. So it's kind of confusing knowing what is the longest change, but it's really interesting, and I hope you like this topic as well as I love it. And also I hope that this video is helpful for you to understand better how the alkenes and the hydrocarbons works and how to name it and everything.
Hi, I'm Alejandro Reyes and I will tell you my personal conclusion. So, this topic for me was a little bit different because before this, before I see in this stage, I never see it before. Um, so it was a little hard for me, like to name it and to know about it and all that stuff. But I think it's a really good team. It's all new for me, but I love it, and I need to practice more and all of that stuff. So our team conclusion was a little bit different on my conclusion, but about this topic, I think it was difficult for all, and I mean this team has a lot of branches and a lot of definitions to know, like hydrocarbon derivative, saturated hydrocarbons. It was a lot of fun doing all of this stuff. I mean, it was difficult. Um, it was interesting, and I actually love it.